actions. Joining us now is the activist and Baton Rouge resident that you just saw in that video, Gary Chambers Jr. Welcome to the show.
Gary, thanks so much for being with us. I got to start by asking you, are you a preacher, or are you what our good friend Elijah Cummings was accused of being, a counterfeit preacher? Because you sure sounded like a preacher up there.
That was good.
So I am a minister.
There you go.
Okay, very good.
The real thing.
Well, tell us, Gary, if you will. Obviously, a lot of people saw your impassioned speech. Tell us what the current status is right now in Baton Rouge regarding the naming and the renaming of the school.
Well, first of all, thank you all for the opportunity to share with you. We won the vote that night, and Lee High School will no longer be named Lee High School.
There you go.
Fantastic. I got Eddie Glaude Jr. here with us. Eddie, I'd like to ask a question. Eddie.
Gary, it was just wonderful seeing you hold the council accountable. Talk to me about the overall sense of the community right now in this moment, as we are pressing for a broad shift in our policing, as we're pressing for a shift in who we celebrate in our history. What is your sense of the pulse of Baton Rouge? You were the voice for that moment. Give us a sense of what's going on in the community as you understand it in this inflection point that we happen to be in right now.
I think that what's happening in Baton Rouge is what is happening for black folks all over America. In the words of Fannie Lou Hamer, we sick and tired of being sick and tired. And so the frustrations exist. And you see folks showing up, advocating, and leaning in on their local government, because all politics is local.
Mike Barnacle's with us and he has a question. Mike.
Reverend Chambers, could you help us out? Could you help the country out by telling us what it's like for you, your family, and thousands of other people who you know in your community to live their entire lives under the blanket of the Confederacy, the lost cause, and a history of treason that simply will not go away?
In the words of the late, great Chad Butler, they out here rapping about it while we paying the price. You can look at all of the streets around Lee High School are named after Confederate general. Stewart Street, Ross, Pickey. There's even a street named Whitehaven. And so when you go into a local school board meeting, what you saw in that video is really a reflection of what Black America is dealing with as it relates to white America. You have black folks speaking up passionately about what they feel, while you have a school board member, a representative of the people, a Republican, who's sitting there scrolling on the internet while people are expressing their concerns. And we wonder why buildings burn, because when we come before you, you scroll on the internet. And the state like Louisiana, that's ranked number 50 in the nation, we're ranked number 45 in healthcare, we're ranked number 48 in education, number 49 in the economy, number 50 in opportunity, number 50 in crime. And so when you look at that and you look at Republican policies failing us day in and day out, and a Republican sits there while we're talking about a critical issue and ignoring us, it's heartbreaking. And I think that's why it has resonated with so many people.